Deep in the jungle, 4 monkeys were living. But since then it's all gone awry. There can't be many more angles to play here. Seems like it's finally time. Finally these monkeys almost know what to do. 2 or 3 have died, but they almost know what to do. Classic 3-act structure, what are you gonna do? Wrap up this story, it's been a year or 2 or 3 or... Who is that? Says a chimpanzee to an ogre, looking at the pictures on his wall, shaking hands with famous chefs. And help me, please, says a dying man to a chimpanzee who's been through so much, flanked by his best buds.
Draconia is in chaos. Much of the city is ablaze, the ground littered with corpses, many wearing military uniforms, some wearing the clothes of students, some of civilians, some of rebels. The air is thick with smoke and cries of anger, of anguish, and in some brief moments the rallying cries of hope. Outside the burning hospital, Dr. Beeper Jones tries to guide a procession of patients away from the building about to collapse, when suddenly a dozen Neverwinter soldiers spot the group and start charging forward. Dr. Jones stretches out his arms and blocks the bodies of 2 dragonborn children, then closes his eyes, resigning himself to his fate. He hears the clashes of swords and shields, and when his eyes open, the soldiers are slain. Standing over their bodies are Count Villefort, Granule Blaster, and Ezra the Goliath, the former no-one. As one last soldier slowly raises his fist, Granule Blaster blasts him with a fireball. Ezra holds out his hand to the doctor and says, "Let's get you guys out of here." Nearby in the city market, Deputy Fahrenheit, no, Sheriff Fahrenheit, the Minotaur, cleaves a phase spider in twain with his ginormous axe, while Townmaster Dickerson throws all manner of fruit at a dwarf who is struggling to find footing on a ground littered with banana peels. But the ground begins to shake as a massive flesh golem lumbers toward the duo. Dickerson says, "Uh-oh, old buddy, I don't know if we can take this one." "Yeah, Dickerson, I think our goose is cooked." But then a tall, 4-legged figure strides into view. With his hind legs, he kicks the flesh golem in the face, sending it back a few steps. Sand Dune Steven grins down at the Townmaster and says, "Howdy, partner. Need a ride?" Near the front gates, Valentina Sinatra is backed into a corner by one of the Black Watch's metal men. He raises a blade of energy to strike her, when a spear pierces through his chest from behind. Valentina says, "Oh wow, thank you," to a man wearing the armor of a Neverwinter guard and holding a really cool spear.
Oh, from the first episode, yeah.
He says, "Seeing what Roland has done, I just can't serve this country anymore. Come on, let's go." And on the other side of town, in the broken rubble of what was once a neighborhood street, lies a pile of corpses. In this pile, you see a Modron, a sickly green orc, a black dragonborn, and a white dragonborn. Gib Subbins. Max Blacksword drags Gib Subbins' corpse from the pile and places her on the ground. He holds up his hand, and through the bandages, a green ankh glows, and he says, "I cast Speak with Dead. Gib Subbins, where are your god books?" And then we cut to you guys. Spoons Rango, Aani, and Eugene T. Monkey standing in front of the academy. Bruce Broccoli, this extremely ancient halfling, is letting in Briannon and Captain Armstrong. However, standing between the three of you and the Academy is the new Marshal, Drist Donovan, wearing a trench coat and Panama hat. And he wags his finger at the three of you and says, "Now, I'm not so sure we can let these monkeys in."
No, come on, man, come on. We go way back. Remember that one time when we fought the mutant spiders? Come on.
Bruce Broccoli says, "Yeah, Drist, they're citizens here. Why can't we let them in?" And he turns around and he says, "Aren't these the same monkeys that the High Mage colluded with? The previous High Mage, that is. Besides, I know these monkeys, and you can't trust them anywhere near as far as you can throw them. They're monkeys, so I could throw them pretty far."
King
I don't
Broccoli.
think that's true. We don't go back. We don't go way back. I don't remember anything to do with you. We don't go way back. You don't know us.
I've never met this guy.
He's incredibly biased, and it looks terrible in a full-body cast. Excuse me, Mr. Broccoli, I don't think you understand what's going on here, but the master of your wizard school is a terrorist who tried to destroy an entire city and killed a couple hundred people at adventure camp. If you remember all that.
He's a terrorist and a clown. That's even worse.
A clown? He's not a clown, he's a lizard folk.
I'm not being metaphorical. I'm being literal.
Have you ever seen a mask?
Yeah.
He's wearing a mask, and he's hiding his true identity.
Like
He's
Jim
evil.
Carrey's The Mask.
He killed the big blue freak.
Give me a persuasion, Spins.
Okay. That's a 10 trillion. That's actually a 22.
Nice.
The big blue freak is dead?
Yes.
No. Oh. Master Tangerine is a traitor? Is that why Neverwinter is attacking us? Did he even give them the books?
No. He sabotaged the entire thing. We were there. Everyone here can attest. We saw that he never intended to give them the books. The books are still in the building that you're in, putting you all in danger.
Yeah, you guys they're rolling through. They're rolling through place by place, trying to look for shit, man.
That can't be. It can't. Drist turns to Bruce Broccoli and says, "Now we can't trust these monkeys. I've met them. They are traitorous scoundrels. The three of them and we were partners once. Detectives investigating the crimes on the seedy underbelly of Minzo Berenzan, and they betrayed me. They almost killed me. They paralyzed me from the neck down until Master Tangerine helped me."
Yeah, how are you unparalyzed?
"Oh, Master Tangerine and another mutual friend of ours helped out, but I don't know why I should tell you anything. The four of us, we could have changed the world, you know. We could have really rooted out the dark criminals of Minzo Barons.
What are you talking about? You hated us. You hated us.
We stood up against the patrician, the corrupt government. We could have done something together."
Oh, hey,
Can I cast Identify?
Yeah, you can cast Identify. What
I
does
cast Identify.
do?
I open my palm and a little, now it's kind of evil because I'm a lich, so it's like a Palpatine eye spoons comes out and goes, "What is thy bidding, my master?"
He does do that, yes.
I say, how can he walk? What's going on here?
So let me look up the description for Identify really quick.
It's supposed to be an object that I can touch. I'll touch him.
Close enough. Yeah, you touch his face. Yeah, okay, I'm reading Identify. This is not what this spell is for.
Oh, is
but
it not?
it's
Wait,
fine.
The object I choose is his left leg.
If you touch if you touch a creature through the casting, you learn what spells, if any, are currently effective.
Okay, I'll do that then. Yeah,
it's not really spells, but I'll tell you anyway. The little Palpatine eye spoons folds its fingers and says, "Yes, this is a demon."
See? You hear that, Bruce Broccoli?
It's an illusion. The thing lies. And Bruce Broccoli says, I don't know who to believe."
Why don't we all bring up the fact that we, quote-unquote, betrayed you because you wanted to take the god book we found for yourself and your stuff, man? How about that, huh?
I was doing my job.
We were doing our
found
job.
the god book of Minzoberans, and therefore it belonged to Maldoth.
Demon says what?
No.
Don't do that.
What?
What you just did.
Oh, well, you said it.
Wait,
He said
what?
it. He said what?
Wait. Which one of you guys said what first?
Me, but it's fine.
Oh.
I'm worse than a demon.
Very well then, Bruce Broccoli. If you don't have my back in this, I will simply take care of them myself. We cannot allow any threats like them to get into the academy.
Loser
Fuck
says what?
you.
Roll initiative.
Oh God.
All right. He shouldn't be too
Bruce
hard.
Broccoli, you're honor bound to cast spells from in there. I got a 4.
Okay.
All the wizards write in that you can cast spells against this guy from the comfort of that hallway.
First up is Aani.
Oh. Okay.
So he is now like pointing a wand at the three of you.
Are you even magical? I mean, you're a demon now, but you were a bitch in life, you know?
I'm not a demon.
Fuck you. Demon says, Blahoy?
You were not going to get me to say that.
What sound does Dracula make?
He makes a pouty face at you.
I guess he's stupid now. This guy's stupid and a demon.
I know you are, but what am I?
Job. Ah, shit.
I'm deaf. Can't hear you.
Ooh. Now he got you. All right, now you go back at him.
I'm gonna kill your mother in front of you.
That's
I'm going to
not
stab
it.
you with forks until you bleed. How about that?
Do it. Do it. Do it, you fucking bitch.
Ani,
Do it.
Ani, what are you doing with your
Okay.
cane?
I'm gonna cast Flame Blade and hit
Okay.
them.
Alright.
Wait, let me do a roll. Okay, I roll a 9 for the thing.
No, that does not hit.
Yeah.
Sorry, babe.
Okay.
Next up is Drist.
Who casts power word kill?
He points a wand at the three of you, and from this wand appears a scintillating multicolored light.
Counterspell. Counterspell.
Strange.
Counterspell.
Is this a spell? I don't think this is a spell.
What? If
I'm
it's
looking
not,
at the
then
description. I don't think it is. This is Horror Nimbus.
I don't know what the
believe
fuck
this
that
a
is.
spell.
Okay.
I've never heard of this.
I
Anyway,
just say the word counterspell then.
This bright flashing light appears in front of you. Everyone give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
I do have good wisdom. Oh,
Fine,
not
you're a
20
wizard.
plus 7.
Okay.
I got a
I
got a
got
16.
I got a 20.
Okay. Literally all of you are fine. You look at this light and you just kind of blink at it and nothing happens.
Nice one, dude.
You in the disco business, man? You in the disco
that's
business?
not-
Where your fucking roller skates? Where's your big
That's not
stupid
what it's
afro?
supposed to
Man.
do. Okay, he holds out one of these drow hands, these purplish hands, and it starts to change into a long red clawed fist. And he,
Demon! Demon!
Nope.
Demon,
It's just a
demon.
thing I can do.
Bruce
And
Broccoli,
we got
big
a-
red hand, demon!
He's going to slash at spoons with his claw. Does a 19 hit?
Yeah, show does.
Does an 18 hit?
Show does.
All right, that's 58 damage.
That's a
Oh my
hellish
God.
rebuke. I'm gonna hellish rebuke him too.
Okay, so he slashes at you twice in the chest with this claw.
Wait, would you say
you start to-
58?
Yeah, 58. You start to bleed from the slash. You're gonna hellish rebuke him.
Yeah, which might not even do anything, because is it just fire damage? Because he's gonna be immune to that shit. If it is, wait, what? I haven't used hellish rebuke in so many years.
He is actually not immune to fire damage. He is
Hellish
resistant
rebuke-
to fire damage.
Wait, hellish rebuke at first level is one reaction. You point, yeah. So I point a big lich finger at him, and he takes 2d10 fire damage. Or is it fire? It must be fire damage. Yeah, 2d10
Yes,
fire damage.
Hellish rebuke is fire
Oh,
damage.
sorry. Give me a dex save from him.
Gotcha.
Oh, and I will do this roll.
All right, sweetie.
58. That's crazy.
That's
20.
not good. That's 6.
Okay, so he takes 5 damage. I didn't roll that well.
So he takes 3 damage then, because I'm gonna round. I'm gonna round
Yup.
it up, and I have it. So he takes 3 fire damage, and he says, "Ouch! What?
Bet
That
that
was-
stings.
That stings a little." Next up is Spoons. Spoons Rango.
Chris, hit him with something big, man. Hit him with the big one. The big
I would
palooka.
love-
Yeah, hit him with the big beluga.
I'm gonna hit him with the baby beluga right now.
Oh, I used to love baby beluga when I was like 6
some-
years old.
Get some Rafi. Could I have a wisdom save from this man?
Yeah, that's 7.
Yeah, it's gonna be nothing. So I cast Gies on him.
Okay.
Make it known to everyone, and that you're totally serious that you're a demon. Everyone in that building, tell them exactly what you are.
Okay, cool. Yeah. He says, "No, I'm not gonna."
Hey guys!
He turns around to the academy, and he says, "I am a demon. I'm a demon. Master Tangerine is also a demon. We're both demons." And Priest Broccoli says, I gotta tell the others about this. And he ducks
Cast
back
a
into
fucking
the academy.
spell!
All right, next up is Eugene.
Eugene's gonna go over to Spoons. He's gonna use a superiority die to do a quick
Stab
rally maneuver. I should do that, but no. Eugene's gonna go over to Spoons. He's gonna pat him on the shoulder, like, "Good job, man. That's some good shit, man." And he regains 8 health.
Oh.
Well, eight temporary hit points. 8 temporary hit points.
Ah, even better.
That's bonus action. Eugene's gonna use his full action to I'm gonna do a disarming attack onto Driss with my hand axe. That's a 17 to hit.
Where's the armor class? No, that doesn't hit. Sorry.
Shit. All right, then that's another. Does my superiority die go down if I would miss? They don't.
Yeah, you can just try it
Okay,
again if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it again. I'm gonna try one more time. If not, I'm gonna use my second attack to try again.
Okay, cool.
That's a 28.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
All right. So that goes for. That's 12 damage.
Nice.
And then can I get a DC 19 strength saving throw?
Yeah, he has pretty good strength, but he fails actually.
So he's gonna drop what if anything's in his
Yeah,
hand. I
he
prefer
drops
the
his
wand.
he drops his wand. Yeah, that wand clatters onto the ground. My wand.
I'm gonna run over and try to swipe the wand, and then I'm gonna put down the false rug and try to push him into it.
Oh.
Yeah, it could be an opposed strength check.
23.
Yeah. You push him into the rug, and he sinks 4 feet into this quicksand, and he starts struggling, going, "Ah,
Later, loser, and I'm gonna throw the wand to Aani and start running.
cool." Aani, it's your turn.
Kick him in the head.
Yeah,
Yeah,
kick him in
kick-
the head, Aani.
Yeah, I'll kick him in the head.
What's this?
Summon a
Let's do
plague
like
of
the Simpsons
flesh-eating
movie.
termites.
The
He's
Simpsons
stuck
movie
down
where
there.
they scratch the top of his head.
Are there any bugs nearby?
Like a normal amount of bugs.
Locate bugs. Hey, we're near a park.
Okay.
There's like a park behind us.
Yeah, there is a park like right behind you, so pretty good amount of bugs.
Hold on a
There's the flesh-eating termite exhibit. It's right there.
True.
Hold on. Oh, I have insect plague. I'm gonna cast insect plague.
Nice.
20-foot radius centered on him.
What's that do?
Yeah.
always
Everyone
do.
in the area has to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh God. Okay.
I think.
All right, so yeah,
yeah, let's do it.
No, I think Spoons is probably fine.
Oh, okay.
Because
I
you
got a
can
17
position
anyway.
it. You can position it to where he's like on the edge of the radius. Eugene is definitely not okay though. Eugene just took his wand. So Eugene, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, natural 20 plus 10, 30.
Nice. He rolled a 3.
Nice. All right.
Nice. Okay, so I'm taking half.
Yeah.
Come on, Aani. What's the damage?
Hold it a second. Only 11.
Give him a second.
Now hold on a second.
11 damage. Is that all?
Hold on. Wait,
Nick, are you using first level spells exclusively? What's going on
okay.
here?
When you cast the spell using a spell slot of a 6 level or higher. Okay, so increased by 2d10.
Okay, cool.
So that's gonna be more damage. That's gonna be 12 damage. Probably.
Do the other damage.
All right, that's a 23.
I hate you. Nick.
Nice. Yeah, that's pretty good.
That makes okay.
Eugene, you took half of that. These bugs all swarm around this area here, all in sort of like a buzzing tornado of insects, and they get in his mouth and his eyes, and they're crawling all over him, biting at him, and he's going, "Ouch! Oh! Oh! Oh!"
Eugene's eating some of them.
When it dissipates, he is standing in this quicksand. He's going to spend an action to try to get out of that. He rolls a 24 on the strength. I'm going to say that's good enough.
Yeah.
He lifts himself out of this quicksand, and he says, "You ruined my life.
Ugh.
I was a successful detective. I had just cracked a really good case. I found a god book, one of the legendary god books. I helped you beat an aboleth. Things were looking good for me, and you could have climbed that ladder with me if you cared enough. But instead, you pushed me down into a hole."
Malg would have just taken the same fucking shit.
And he starts to transform. These huge red wings unfurl from his back. These curled horns protrude from his head. His face remains mostly the same. You can still tell this is Drist, but the skin turns red, and these huge fangs protrude, and he grows until he's about 12 feet tall. And with this huge clawed finger, he points at the three of you and says, "I am going to devour you." And then the High Mage rolled a 10, so he's next in the initiative.
The High Mage is there?
You look
High
around,
Mage.
you look behind you to the park, and you see standing there wearing a bathrobe a very old golden dragonborn, the High Mage, and he says, "Give me back my academy!" And he is going to cast Disintegrate.
We all go, Charles!
Charles!
That's 94 damage. And this demon looks at this green wave of energy blasting towards it, and it just disintegrates.
Whew.
It turns into these little red flakes that blow away on the wind, and there's just two ashen footsteps where it was once standing.
Oh man, I wanted the hat.
This is a,
And the Panama hat falls to the ground.
oh, there it
Oh,
is.
nice.
Puts it on.
It's a good lesson for, why I guess you should always, like, execute your enemies horribly. We should have been doing this the whole time. Is that what the lesson is?
Maybe it's
Maybe
like we
if
should
you
make
had
more
been nice
friends.
to him, he wouldn't have hated you so much.
High Mage, don't even fucking pull that shit. He was gonna take the god books, and that Mal just would have had one more.
Anyway, I'm here now. I had some time to think. I see that the city's under attack. I'm not just gonna sit there in my house, in my bathrobe. I still have the bathrobe on. I forgot to change. I'm a little... It was a rough night last night, okay? But I'm not gonna let Neverwinter take this city. I'm back. I'm ready to fight. And he falls forward onto the ground and passes out.
No.
What?
Maybe we should have took him for a trip to Hambone's haberdashery before he came, huh?
That's true. You're kind of right. Is he okay?
Can I check his pulse?
He starts snoring.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Well,
That's okay then. Should I roll him up in the rug?
won't he like drown?
Oh yeah, that's true. Drown.
Drown in sand?
Well,
All right. Well,
yeah,
I guess
yeah,
just
yeah.
leave him there.
I'm gonna pick him up real quick, and there's like a
You
house
touch
that's,
him
like,
and,
been
he, and
partially
he
demolished.
jumps awake as you touch him.
Oh,
And he says,
hey.
sorry, I didn't get any sleep last night. Yeah, okay, I'm here. I'm gonna be the High Mage again. I need to go give that Bruce Broccoli character a piece of my mind.
Yeah, why is he?
He's the head of the Council of the Eight. He's a very brilliant divination wizard.
Why is he so old? He's not a very brilliant divination wizard. He can't even, like... What?
Like be a more. I don't. Well, that's not really how wizards work, huh?
What?
They
What?
get old. That's their whole thing, right? They get old.
He's so old.
Yeah, but look at High Mage. High Mage is pretty old.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty old.
Yeah, but you
I'm
can
pretty
like
old, Spoons.
you can like hear.
I'm pretty old too. People get old, man.
Can't even recognize a demon. This guy's like, gotta get him out of.
Well, buddy, maybe you should try to apply for election, huh?
No. I don't think the council's an
Then
elected
stop,
position.
then stop complaining.
The doors to the academy open, and standing there, you see Bruce Broccoli and a human student of the academy, and this bronze dragonborn that you recognize as the head of transmutation.
Is he the evil-looking
Council
one?
Of the Eight. No, the evil-looking one is not there. And all of them are pointing staves out, and he says, "Okay, we're gonna where'd the demon go?"
Too little, too late, guys. Go kill Master Tangerine or.
I don't know where he is. He just left us under the care of his marshal here.
He's not in his office.
Charles Butts Fartington, you're back. No, he's not in his office, Spoons.
Well, then where are the god books?
Charles Butts Fartington looks down at you and says, "They're probably still in the vault in the library."
Mr. Butts Fartington, please.
Wouldn't you think so, Bruce Broccoli? Yes, that would make sense. The marshal specifically forbade. What's the word? Forbade. He specifically forbade us to go into the library. He said Master Tangerine was keeping something valuable down there.
Yeah, the god books. Okay.
I guess he just never took the god books out.
Yeah.
God, we were really stupid.
Yeah, you're really.
Aren't you guys like Wizard Congress? Why can't you guys like veto him or something? That's really weird.
He's working your critical thinking. Where's the fucking library? I know what a library is. I've been here before.
You guys go in, and you
Is there
see
that escalator?
You see lots of wounded mages on the ground being treated by other mages. The head honcho sees you as you walk in, and you see he's holding the zookeeper who appears to have broken a leg. And the head honcho says, Spoons, Aani, Eugene, you're alive. Oh, thank God.
What's up?
It's getting rough out there.
Yeah.
And the zookeeper says, "Yes! Oh, a dwarf punched me in the leg! Oh!"
Okay. That's nice.
Yeah, we're just glad to make it in here, guys, because this is where I don't know, it's complicated out there, but it's just as complicated in here.
Bruce Broccoli says, "Yes, the inner school politics are quite complicated, yes."
What are you talking about?
No, I agree. This is like a real House of Cards situation.
But you're right, we should be safer in here. There's sort of a planar lock over the school that prevents interplanar magic. So that also, of course, restricts access to the astral plane. So someone like Max shouldn't be able to just teleport in here like he's been doing all over the city. They'll actually have to fight their way in, which is not good. There's not as many of us here as we were trying to convince that elf a few moments ago. You do look around, and him and this bronze dragonborn are like the only staff present. Everyone else is students. Most of them are injured, and they're just kind of lying around in misery, filling this this foyer of the academy.
Where is everyone?
Well, most of the council and most of the teachers left to battle, go to battle, and they have not returned yet.
Aha. That's nice. Okay. Library now.
Yes. I'll stay up here in case anyone comes. High Mage, take them down to the library. Brianna and Captain Armstrong run up to you guys, and Captain Armstrong says, Do you guys think you'll need us to go with you?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Okay, says Brianna.
All the help we can get, really.
Right,
Yeah,
sure.
Let's see what's going on down there.
Yeah, you guys walk down the stairs into the library of Draconia. It's kind of in a basement area. And yeah, never really described in detail. There are these tall bookshelves that go up 30 feet, very tall ceiling in this room. These huge arched rooms, and you walk through them until you get to this metal vault in the wall. It's about a 10 feet tall metal door with a turnable handle. What are those things called? The circle things that you open. It's got one of those
submarine
on it.
doors.
Yeah, like a submarine door on it. And the High Mage says, This is it. This is where we've been keeping the god books now. 6 of them in one place. Just one of them already has this thrall, this temptation to use it. 6 of them, I don't know, it could be quite powerful, but that's why I think the 3 of you should handle it. You were raised under the power of the Book of Life, so the books seem to not affect you quite as much. If anyone can stand the temptation, it should be the 3 of you.
Yeah. I don't know if I can control myself. I might just have to go watch the Book of Life. But
I'll have to hold you back, huh?
Been making that joke since day one.
Just thinking about Familia, and other themes in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody ever seen the
Book of Life? That's the one where they sing. This is the one where they sing Radiohead, right? Is that the one?
I think that's where they sing Poco Loco. Isn't that Book of Life?
That one's got got all the Latin X's, right?
Did you guys make that one? Like, is that a Mr. Hollywood movie?
No. Maybe someday.
All right, I haven't seen it then.
It's in the pitch phase.
Yeah. The pitch phase where we try to remember the plot of a movie we've seen to make it again. Tabaxi Driver didn't do very well.
Right about then, Bruce Broccoli's body comes tumbling down the stairs behind you.
What?
He's alive. He's going, ouch, oof, ouch, oh. And shambling down these stairs are maybe 100, maybe more, Neverwinter soldiers, elves, dwarves, but all of them are dead. These appear to be reanimated corpses. They move in these weird stilted patterns. Their bones are broken, their joints bending in the wrong directions, and their eyes are glowing with a green light. And standing in front of them, sauntering down these stairs, is Max Blacksword, wearing a suit of golden armor and holding a black blade. His face is covered in bandages except for a single angry eye. And he says, "One of the powers the Book of Life gave to me. You can kill as many soldiers as you want. They will keep coming back."
Over the vault. Over the vault. Over the vault. Tony, over the vault.
Let's get to the vault. Let's get to the vault. Right.
Who's opening it?
Who's strong? Eugene?
I'll do it. That's me.
Yeah, open the vault. Wait, what's the range on this? I'm gonna cast. I'll cast darkness where they are.
Max Blacksword says, "Counterspell!" What level are you casting darkness at?
2nd level, not very high.
Yeah, no, it does not work. It just fizzles out.
All right. I mean, should I do it again? You want to waste some more spell slots?
How about like a kill you smell, or like turn him into like a funny animal, huh?
He's at the bottom of the steps now, and he says, "You killed my mother, my brother. Why? Because I took a few of your friends. They're animals. You're animals. You don't deserve to have these books, but me, I will take them and bring glory to my country. Go ahead, open the vault, and then give them to me."
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
I take out my scroll. I go, this doesn't really make any sense, but it says Ronald Reagan, Cheech and Chong smoking together. that's the one of my forbidden jokes. I'm sorry, the setup wasn't very good, but I think it's
he
still
rolls
functions.
a natural 20 on his wisdom save.
Okay, I don't even remember how they work. I just remember they paralyze some people.
However, all of the zombies behind him, all 100 of them, all keel over and start going. And Max Blacksword looks around. He says, "What? No, it wasn't that funny."
Yeah, it didn't really make
it
any
really
sense.
wasn't. And he starts running towards you.
Yep. Eugene, I rolled an 18. I'm going to try to spin open that vault.
18 on what?
Strength.
That doesn't do it.
No.
Grab onto these huge metal bars. Metal handle. This huge metal handle, and you try to turn it, and it's just so heavy, and you're so small. You're capuchin. And he starts running towards you, and he says, I will avenge my mother and my brother.
We didn't kill your mother and brother.
No, yes, you did.
No, we didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, your brother like blew her up with a giant magical cannon.
I saw her corpse, and I saw you running away from the room.
Your brother, who's obviously a robot now and like has no trace left of the man he once was, did it.
I don't believe you.
Okay,
Come on.
you're really slow at running, but okay.
He's like right up to you guys now.
Okay, now stop. Now stop and talk for a second.
And you hear like the.
I don't believe you. Roland would not do that. Roland wants me to be king. He wants me to take the books and use them to make Neverwinter as glorious as she deserves. To rule over this continent. To give Neverwinter everything that it's needed for so long. To make our people the greatest on the planet.
Okay. Remind me, are you he's the orphan one, right? The adopted one? Or is that you?
He is my half-brother, yes.
Yes, okay. Yes. And you were not so nice to him when you were children, right?
That's true. I regret my brother and my mother and I were quite dicks to him, I suppose you might say.
Right. So he regrets that too so much that he hates you, I think.
No, he loves me. We get along peachy now.
But
I don't think he's trying to do what's best for Neverwinter. I think he's trying to do what's best for him.
And for whatever god he's sort of
whatever his new big
avatar
deal
of
is.
now. I mean, like, have you ever, you know, when Tony makes Junior acting boss, so he'll take the hit and go to jail?
What?
The Sopranos.
Huh?
You guys don't get the Sopranos here?
Do you ever go to like big meetings and you find out that maybe they don't talk to you as much as they talk to him, or maybe your chair is a little bit too close to the end?
He says, like, don't worry your pretty little head about it, and you're on all the posters.
Max Blacksword starts to unwrap these bandages around his face, and immediately you see on the underside of these bandages is a gross red goop. And as he removes these bandages, you see his face is horribly burned and leaking a sort of slime.
How did
One
this
of
happen?
his eyes is fused shut. His mouth has no lips. His nose is just two slits. And he says, "Do you remember what you did to me?
No!
You turned me into a child's bauble. You set it on fire, and you chucked it out the window.
Wait,
And
explain.
this is what it did to me."
Into a child's sorry, what did we do?
Yeah, we turned him into a teddy bear, and then I set him on fire and I threw it out the window. I did not realize this is what was going to happen.
Did I do that?
Yeah. Yeah, Urkel.
How did I turn you into a
could have
teddy?
used the Book of Life to bring my skin back, but I prefer it this way. It reminds me of my hate of everything I want to do to you. You could tell me anything. You could tell me you tried to save my mother. It wouldn't matter.
I mean, we did, but it doesn't matter.
Because I need to kill you for what you did to me most of all.
That is fair.
Yeah,
I don't remember this, but that is fair. Hey, can I tell you something? I died on that day too, okay? And I'm never going to have the same body again either. And it's not even this body. Been through 2 bodies since I last saw you.
Shut up!
I'm just trying to empathize.
Eugene, you can give me one more check on the vault before what's about to happen happens.
That's even worse.
Okay. You try to open the vault and it doesn't budge. And he says, "With the Book of Life and the Book of Reality, I can be whatever I want to be. And while this body is good, I don't think it's quite climactic enough, do you? Now, you're stronger, and I like that. You're stronger than you were when we fought last time. I like a fair fight. So I have chosen a form suitably strong for the 3 of you."
What do you want, man? What do you want to be?
He starts to tremble, and he starts to sort of choke.
Nope.
as his face starts to elongate. His one eye bulges out as his remaining armor clatters to the ground to make room for his bubbling, growing muscles. He screams, "Ah!" in pain and ecstasy as he falls to his knees. The skin on his back splits, giving way to a geyser of blood as tendrils of sinew emerge. These tendrils rise high into the air and wrap around each other, fuse until they form great wings. Max's face continues to
going dragon.
elongate as his teeth change into huge fangs. His body grows, his fists and feet give way into claws, and within a few seconds, you are looking at a 20-foot-tall red dragon holding a ginormous black sword in one claw. It raises its head to the ceiling and roars.
Does he have the book on him? Does he have the book on him?
You don't see any books on him now.
I thought he said he was going to want to be a dancer or something. I didn't realize this.
Roll initiative.
They dragon now? They dragon now.
Dragging these nuts across your face, huh? Am I right, guys?
Shut up.
No, okay.
Captain Armstrong and Briannon, their mouths are agape.
Guys, I'm gonna be if things get hairy, leave us. Don't die for our sake. Get those books and get out of here.
But
Briannon
do
says,
help.
No, we'll stay and fight. We will stay and fight. And Captain Armstrong says, that yes, we will stay, but that's a good idea, Eugene.
Yeah, Armstrong, you focus on the vault.
So he starts pulling on the vault. Yeah, so that's what he does. And the High Mage says, okay, guys, I have your backs. And first up in the initiative is the giant red dragon, and it looks down at you and it snarls and it says,
Ah, that's cute. But my war is with the monkeys.
and you watch as around you the landscape starts to change, and Max Blacksword transports you to another plane of existence.
Oh shit.
Well, they're still doing the books. This is fine.
And the
Yeah,
High Mage
yep,
says, wait, he shouldn't be able to do that, the planar look! And as he says that, he disappears. And you are no longer in a library, you are in an endless ocean. As far as the eye can see, this dark blue, murky water. There's no life forms here, although there are some like sea mines scattered around aimlessly. This dragon is floating in the water in front of you, and the three of you are floating there as well. Okay, first up is the dragon. However, Spoons, if you want to give me an Arcana check really quick, you can, just to
Yeah.
figure out where you are right now.
Water World, obviously.
You're in
We're on
water.
we're on Waterworld.
I rolled like shit. It's a 14, so
No, that's good. You've read stuff as a wizard. You've read books. You know this is the elemental plane of water.
This is nothing but water.
And the red dragon is up first. It is going to swipe at. Oh, I forgot, guys. When you were in the academy earlier, you could have done a short rest. Do you want to take a short rest really quick?
Oh, that'd be great. I don't even know what a short rest
Fucking
does for me. But
great.
yes. Yeah.
All right, now it is the red dragon's turn. It is going to take this huge claw and swipe at Eugene. Well, that is not good. It's a natural 1, so that doesn't hit.
Yes.
What about a 24?
24 would hit, yeah.
Okay, take 15 damage, and then it's also that's slashing damage, and then it's also going to bite you through the water. It opens its jaws, and it lunges its head towards you, these huge jaws, and it bites down in your little capuchin body with one huge fang.
Ugh.
That is actually another 24.
So 15
Um,
damage and then 24 damage.
right. So you're going to take... No, that's a 24 to hit. You're
24.
actually going to take
24 to hit. Yeah.
19 piercing damage plus 7 fire damage, so 26 total. As it bites into you, and this hot venomous fire inside its mouth burns your fur. And next up is Aani. So Aani, first of all, give me a Constitution check. You're underwater.
That's 13.
You are going to go ahead and take 5 damage as water fills your lungs and you struggle to breathe, but you can now do whatever you want.
All right. Can I not be in the water?
There is water everywhere.
Sad.
There is no not water.
Okay. All right.
You're just kind of floating
Let's
there,
see.
kind of kicking your baboon legs to swim.
Most of my spell.
Got a lot of fire spells,
Uh,
huh?
Well, the spells that require like a ground or
Ah,
a sky. You know.
right.
Useful.
Do you got
Uh,
anything that maybe like summon something?
oh, could a sea hag? A sea hag, I feel like would be good in this environment.
True. Yeah, you
so
could
true.
summon a sea hag. A sea hag appears in front of you. This gross blue creature with seaweed hair, long claws, and it says, Aani, you've summoned me. Now, you keep getting a lot of my siblings killed. Do you think I'm gonna die here?
No, you're not gonna die
You're gonna
because
live.
we're in your home field advantage.
You're so right. Okay, now it's Sea Hag's turn. What do you want her to do?
I guess I'll have the sea hag do a claw attack.
Okay.
So
That,
that's
yeah, you can roll damage for that if you want, or I can do it if you want. I mean, you can roll a hit. I'll do it, because I usually do it.
okay.
Wow, I do not have a lot of spells that are.
That actually does hit. That is an unnatural 20.
Nice.
Nice.
And then she is going to deal 10 damage as she slices at this dragon. And he says,
Ouch!
next up is Spoons.
I just don't have a lot of attack spells. That's what I'm coming to realize.
I specifically told you to prepare a lot of attack
I prepared
spells.
spells. No, I did, and they've served me well until now.
Oh,
But
and you've used them all. I see.
I haven't used them all. I did some short rests to get stuff back, but not that much.
Okay.
Dominate Monster was great, but now that's gone. So I mean, I could drop a 9th level spell on this guy. So I guess, but I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to cast 4th level using the Hag Hat Liar Ball. Oh, that's not how you spell liar. Okay, Dire Ball. A
Just
giant,
a really big, hairy ball.
Yeah, giant flying testicle comes down from the sky, hits him right in the head for 6d8 damage.
So I'll just say instead of dealing fire damage, it deals bludgeoning damage. So it's not.
Yeah,
gonna be
it does.
affected
It does.
by-
Oh yes, sorry, I'm totally stupid, and I just rolled the wrong dice. You are right. Those are not very good numbers for me, but that's okay. 22 dire
22
ball damage.
No, that's pretty good. Yeah, this big ball hits him in the head, and it goes.
That is not very. That's kind of immature.
Yeah, I'm gonna swim around in a circle.
Next up is
My
Eugene.
movement.
All right. Is it dark or dim in here?
Definitely dim. Yeah.
Oh, is it dim?
Dim?
Oh, that's
All right.
terrifying.
So, you guys watch as Eugene kind of bops into the water for a little bit, and then there's a couple
What-
bubbles.
What could you possibly
then-
do with the cloak of the bat in this environment?
He flies up.
He flies up and does what?
He's gonna try to go fly over he's gonna fly over directly over the dragon's head, and he's gonna start puking some eldritch blasts at it.
Okay, I guess I won't give you a swim check then. That makes sense. By the way, Spoons, give me a Constitution check. I forgot, and Eugene also give me a Constitution check.
Constitution check or save? Just a normal
Save.
check.
Sorry, saving throw.
Oh, save. It's the same thing. It doesn't matter. 11. Not very
Okay,
21.
Spoons, take 4 damage, Spoons, as water floods your lungs, but you can still move and stuff. You're fine. You're just choking a little bit. Eugene, your tote's good. So what are you gonna do, Eugene?
Instead of eldritch blast, I'm gonna do some battle axe attacks. Actually,
Neat.
he's gonna do a couple two-handed battle axe attacks.
He's gonna use the Cadillac attack.
That's 27 to hit,
That hits.
13 damage for the first one.
Nice.
The second is going to be I'm gonna actually do Greater Weapons Master, so I'm gonna do -5, so it's 23 to hit,
That works.
21 damage.
Nice. Okay.
So then I'm gonna do one more.
My God.
That's 30 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. Yeah.
Oh, fuck, I should have put on my armor. Oh no.
Your hell armor. You're fine.
Yeah, that's a 14 to hit.
That does not hit.
I mean, no, I mean 14 damage. I mean,
Oh, yeah. Cool. Yeah, that's a lot of damage in a single turn. Yeah, describe how you just cleave into him like 3 times in a row.
He's going to do a couple front-handed 2-hand swings, and then he's going to bring it down, and then he's going to bring it to the other side. So, like, just a trifecta of
Nice.
them. And then he's going to, like, fly back.
Yeah. And this blood sprays out of his big dragon head, and he roars. And it's his turn again. And he says,
We're just getting started, monkeys. There is so much more pain I want to make you feel.
and the environment around you changes again. You are in complete darkness. You cannot see your hand in front of your face. You cannot see anything. However, you can feel cold rock underneath your feet and a frigid wind blowing past your faces at incredible speeds, very windy, and it makes sort of this howl as it goes. Spoons, you can give me an Arcana check really quick if you want.
Is this the elemental plane of wind, perhaps?
No, it's not.
I rolled
Stupid.
worse than last time. It's a 13.
That's okay. It's a DC 10 or 11, whatever that's called.
Oh, I literally can't fail unless I roll in that one.
Cool. This is the plane of Pandemonium. It is an eternal windy tunnel plane that is known for driving adventurers to insanity. And you cannot see anything in this blackness until in front of you you see a red spark, and the spark illuminates the large open mouth of a red dragon, and from this mouth comes a massive cone of fire that erupts and fills this entire rocky tunnel. Everyone, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy.
Could I by any chance have it at advantage because I'm flying?
No.
Okay, then I got a 3.
Because you're in a tunnel that's like
16.
10 feet tall.
Oh
This
yeah,
is a
it's just
60
the whole
foot tunnel.
tunnel. Yeah, that makes
10
sense.
feet tall. Big money, 6. Big money, 6.
Yeah, everyone takes 63 fire damage
Oh my
Jesus.
god.
as this fire erupts and engulfs you.
Okay, I'm dead then.
You are?
I was only at 30 HP after the short
Oh
rest.
my god, okay. Ani
Oh.
dies.
Ani dies. All right, we'll get you.
We'll catch you, Aani.
This fire burns your skin and your beautiful fur, your beautiful hair that you just recently got back, all of it is burned away. And then this
Not again.
this roasted naked Ani falls to the ground. Does that dismiss the sea hag as well?
I don't know. Let me check.
Probably not unless you like fully die, I would guess. You're not fully dead yet, you're just downed.
Yeah, I think so.
Alright, the sea hag looks over to your roasted body and she clasps her hands together and she says, "If Ani were here, what would he want me to do?" Okay, Ani, what do you want the sea hag to do?
Can she stabilize
think a
you?
claw attack.
Yeah, the sea hag could like use her like action to stabilize you, I believe. You will not have any HP, but you will be stabilized.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
All right, she runs over and she slaps you in the face, and you wake up. You are at 0 HP, but you are conscious, and also your hair grows back.
Thank you, CI.
Just hump.
Nice.
You're welcome, Ani. All right, Spoons, take it away.
Me? Oh, it's me. That's how Spoons talks for the rest of the campaign.
Cool.
Yes.
Yes, finally,
Excellent.
yes. Am I gonna use that for anything? Yeah, I'm gonna use that for something. We're gonna go low down spell slots. We're gonna cast some level 3 spells, baby. I really can't do a whole lot, but what I can do is Misty Step onto the dragon's head. That's what I will
Okay.
do.
So this dragon is already like crouching down to fit inside this 10-foot tall tunnel. However, if you like lie on your stomach, I think you can fit on top of its head.
Yeah, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna hold out the calamity glass in front of his eyes, block his vision.
It's showing me visions of my demise. This is awful. I hate this.
It comes soon. It comes soon.
Next up is Eugene.
I'm gonna I'm gonna amble over to Aani and I'm gonna give him a healing potion.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Drinks
Do
it
you
like
have any
milk
greater
at the
healing
teat.
potions, or do you just have the regular healing potions?
I just have regular.
Tut tut.
Come on, man.
That's you get 7 HP back on it
Nice.
as this warm red soupy liquid fills your mouth.
Yeah.
Next up is the red dragon.
I'm holding on for dear life.
It says,
Ah, this plane is a little too dark, don't you think? Let's go somewhere a little more chipper.
and the environment changes around you again, and you are no longer in infinite black windy tunnel. You're in a beautiful garden in the middle of the forest. There are these nice white tables, and sitting around these tables you see satyrs and fae and centaurs, and they're all holding wine glasses and swirling them and tasting them. And one of these satyrs looks up at the red dragon and says, "Oh, I say, here to join the revelry, are you? Join right in, my friend." Spins, you can give me an Arcana check.
I'm just gonna go. Do you want to just tell me where we are this time? To him?
Sure. This
I'm gonna say it to him.
Give me an Arcana check.
I'm on his head, and so I'm talking to him. But yeah,
Oh.
okay. I also just rolled a 29, but that's what I say too. I say, do you want to just
All
like
right.
tell me this time? Because I mean I can already grasp it.
I'm not a planar expert. I don't know. I'm just going random places.
This is probably the Fae place, right?
Yeah, this is Arborea. This is the
Yep.
land of the. It's directly under the Elven Celestial Plane, so it's kind of where the Feywild meets the plains of the
So
gods.
I say to him, this is Arborea. That's where the Feywild meets the plains of the gods.
Ah, interesting.
Okay, next up is Aani. No, sorry, the red dragon hasn't done its turn yet. And it's going to try to swipe spoons off of its head.
No!
It holds up this massive black sword that it holds with one claw, and is going to try to swipe you down. Does a 21 hit?
An illusory self it does. Ha ha ha! So,
Do you use your
yeah.
thing?
Yeah, I'm using
Okay, well
illusory
now
self.
he's going to swipe again. Does a 22
Miss.
hit?
Oh, Jesus. Anybody got anything for this?
Nope, nothing that can help you.
All right.
Okay.
Sorry, man.
That is 17 damage, and also spoons.
Can I roll to
you
hold
start-
on?
Yeah, you can, but you start to shrink. This blade hits you, and you feel your body racked with this reality magic, and you start to shrink down to tiny size. Give me a dexterity save with disadvantage.
God. Oh, God.
It's
My
pickle
dice is gonna make it.
spoons. Oh no.
Oh, well, that one's terrible. So let's see if this one's worse. That one is far better. This is going to be a 5 that I get. God damn it. I should have used my turn last time to do something
Yeah,
better.
tiny spoons tumbles down onto the ground below. Next up is Aani.
God damn it.
Oh, the sword he's holding is the handle metal.
The handle is metal. Yes.
Yes!
Okay. So he's in physical contact with it. So, all right. So he's got to take 26 damage.
What type of damage?
Let me see.
Is it fire damage for a fire dragon?
I don't think it's fire damage.
It isn't? Okay.
Oh yeah, no, it is fire damage.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
with my-
It just does nothing. You
Yeah.
cast a spell and nothing happens. You can cast another spell if you want.
You should cast the spell Throw Spoons at the dragon's head.
Yeah, I cast that spell. Okay, Ice Storm.
Okay.
Hail of ice pounds to the ground in a 20-foot radius.
Alright, that's gonna get spoons.
Centered on the ground.
Oh, God.
Alright. Sorry, Spoons.
Okay.
Dex saving throw.
Yeah, what saving throw is it?
Dex.
Oh, God,
Okay.
literally like my worst one. Not my worst one. Does a
That's a
12
10.
make it?
No. So they both take 3d8 bludgeoning damage and 5d6 cold damage.
Oh my
Jesus
god.
Christ.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
This is going to be 9 bludgeoning damage
Uh-huh.
and 12 cold damage.
So Spoons is dead.
Okay. So that's 21 damage total. Spoons dies. These icy shards rain down from the sky and strike the dragon, pierce through his scales, and goes,
Oh! Oh no! Oh!
Spoons also dies. I think an icicle goes right through his heart, and he dies. Next up is the sea hag.
Sorry, man.
What should I do, Aani?
Could she stabilize me?
Yeah, I can stabilize
I
you.
can stabilize Spoons.
She runs over and stabilizes Spoons.
She's got a passion for being a nurse now.
Spoons, it's your turn. I don't believe you can do actions because you're at 0 HP, but
I'm certainly not a guy who's ever bought healing potions, so I don't have those. But that's
Okay.
fine. Oh, wait, what kind of a guy like me? What kind of bonus actions do I have? Okay, I know what I can do. I Misty step onto the top of the dragon's head.
yeah. You just step onto the top of the dragon's head.
Someone throw me a healing potion. I'm still on the ground.
Next up is Eugene.
Eugene sees Spoons get crushed by icicles and then magically transport back to the dragon's head. He's gonna use the cloak of the bat to fly over to the top of the dragon's head and hand him over a healing potion.
And again, you did not buy any greater healing potion, so this is just going to be
just regular.
2d4 plus 2.
That's 7 HP back.
Hell yeah, I'm up.
Cool. Next up is the red dragon. You haven't spent a lot of time damaging this guy yet.
I've got a cunning plan that I need to be up here for.
He says,
Alright. Let's see, what else do I have here?
and this garden disappears, and the satyr says, "Bye-bye now. Come back anytime." And you are now standing on this orange chunk of rock, floating in an endless swirling rainbow. If you look down, it's like a whirlpool of rainbow. All of these colors, these myriad colors swirling endlessly. Spoons, you recognize this as Limbo, the plane of chaos. This red dragon, this time it is going to use its frightful presence. Everyone give me a wisdom saving throw.
Now that I can do, I say before rolling terribly, I bet. 19 from Spoons.
Okay, you're good, actually.
I'm gonna use
12.
12, okay. Eugene?
Let me see. I'm gonna use Indomitable to reroll real quick.
Okay.
That's worse. 9.
Okay, Eugene and Aani, you are both frightened of this creature. You can no longer move anywhere closer to it. Whatever distance you are away from it right now, you have to stay. It's going to claw at Eugene some more.
Mm.
With these huge claws. That is a 15. That doesn't hit, does it?
No,
And a 21. I know that hits.
that hits.
It's also going to bite. That's another 21.
Can I use a reaction to do shield for that last attack, actually?
I think shield would get all of these, wouldn't it?
Let me check real quick. An
That'd be
invisible
good.
barrier, magical appears to protect you until the start of your next turn.
Yeah. So you could just do a
Okay, so yeah. So that increases your AC by 5, I think, right?
So it makes it 23.
Yeah, so none of those hit.
Hell yeah,
nice.
Eugene.
Yeah, it swipes at you and bites at you, and I think this like glowing magical shield appears, and it bites onto this and chips its little thingy.
It says, ouch, that hurt.
My fine, you love.
Man.
Next up is Aani. Now, Aani, Limbo is a weird plane. First of all, the gravity here is lower. Your movement speed and jumping speed are both doubled. Second of all, this is the plane of chaos, and so I need you to roll I need you to roll a D100 really quick, and I'm going to look at the wild magic surge table.
Very fitting
Ooh.
for my cunning plan.
Okay. It's a 19.
19. Let's see what that is. 19 is you cast Grease, centered on yourself.
Hell yeah, slippery, baby.
Awesome.
In a 10-foot square. I'm going to say this dragon's probably about 10 feet away from you now because you've been fighting it. So yeah, this entire arena now, or at least where you guys are standing, is now greased up.
Greased up.
Excellent.
Okay, now Aani, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Because you're in Greece, Aani.
Because you're in grease, Aani.
That's a 6.
Okay, you fall prone. You fall backwards.
Awesome.
Can you still cast spells while you're prone? I
I
don't
think
know.
you can.
Pretty sure you can.
People get advantage.
But you cannot move anywhere closer to the dragon because you're also frightened right now.
So it's not all bad.
Oh.
So what do you want to do, Aani?
I think it would be funny to cast animal shapes and turn the sea hag into some sort of giant creature. I guess a giant ape would be
Cool. Yeah, you can turn her
Okay,
into a
that's-
giant ape if you want.
yeah. Okay.
Wait, how much
Turn
HP
the
does the
sea
sea
hag
hag
into-
have? The sea hag definitely should have died from that fire earlier. Okay, you turn her into a giant ape. What happens?
She transforms into a huge ape.
Okay, she does that.
Yeah. Cool.
All right. Now it's the huge ape's turn. It says, "What should I do, Aani?"
Stabilize.
Huge ape. Give me a health potion. All right.
That's such a funny bit.
I can make two
like,
fist attacks or one rock attack.
Make 2 fist attacks on that big dragon.
Okay. That's an 18 that misses. It's a 19 that hits. So that's 3d10 plus 6. For 15 damage, she socks it in the face, and it growls at her. And next up is Spoons. Spoons,
Finally,
give me a roll D100, and I'm going to look at the wild search table.
Oh, I'm so
Because
excited.
you're in limbo right now.
I get to do this and my funny plan. That's going to be a 98. Big money, big money.
Big money. You are surrounded by faint ethereal music for the next minute.
That is hell yeah. Does that mean, is that proximity or is that in my mind? So is the dragon suffering too?
I think
I like
everyone
it.
near you hears it. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the music that plays?
It's la-da-dee-da, la-da-dee-da. Okay, finally I can do this. I lean over the front, over his big dragon beak, look him in the eye, and throw a wild surge grenade into his mouth. Finally.
Okay, roll
My last
D100
one.
again.
My last one. 50.
You can't speak for the next minute whenever you try pink bubbles float out of your mouth.
So he can't speak. Ha
The dragon opened its mouth to try to yell at you angrily, and these pink bubbles fly out instead. That was stupid, August. That was bad.
I thought it would do something else, you know? It could have done something crazy. Could have been like...
it could have made like a giant beanstalk come out of him or something. I don't know.
Yeah, or something crazy. So
Next up is
that,
Eugene.
Wait, do I have a bonus action?
Oh, that's a bonus action. I think throwing.
Oh,
your
that's
wild
a
surge grenade is bonus action. Yeah, so you can still do
Okay.
stuff.
Um.
I don't remember what they were originally. It's a bonus action now. Who cares?
Okay. Who cares?
I think the fact that it didn't do anything cool makes it a bonus
Yeah.
action.
Sure. Sure.
Sure,
Okay. Sure. Fuck you. Yeah. So then my action's gonna be pouring sovereign glue into his eyes.
Give me an athletics check to do that while he bucks his head around.
Ever incredible, a 19. A natural 19.
Okay. He is blinded. You pour sovereign glue into his eyes.
And I
And
start
his eyelids are sealed shut and he cannot
ethereal
see.
music. I start shouting into his ear holes. Fuck you. He can't talk and he can't see.
He opens his mouth to scream, but more pink bubbles come out.
Okay, that's gonna be the end of my,
Next up
end
is
of my turn.
Eugene.
Actually, I run down his back. That's my movement. I'm just sort of lower
Okay,
down
cool.
on his back.
All right, Eugene, you're up.
All right, so I'm scared of him. So
Yeah,
I'm
you cannot
gonna-
move closer to him.
I can't. But I was near Spoon, so I'm on his head already.
You're terrified.
Also,
But I
give
am
me
terrified.
a dexterity saving throw because you're standing on grease.
Oh yeah,
God,
that's
there's so
true.
much stuff happening here. And roll a D100 for the wild surge table.
So I rolled a 6 for the dex.
Okay, you fall prone.
I fell prone.
backwards. Now roll a
I rolled a-
D100.
I rolled a 1 on the D100.
Whoa!
Okay. Oh, God. Do you know what a 1 does on the wild
No.
surge table?
Forgot.
You have to roll at the start of your turn for the next minute.
Wait, what? For the next minute,
Yeah,
I have
so
to roll
for the
wild
next
surges?
minute, you're going to get more wild surges. Yeah, that's what it
Yes!
does.
Okay.
Okay, but nothing happens this turn.
So yeah, I fall, and then I was like, "Oh man, this doesn't really help me." I grab my alchemy jug. I go onto the top of it. I uncork it, boonk, and I whisper, 8 ounces of acid," and then I dunk it on his head.
Damn.
Okay, does it say what damage the acid deals?
Guy's getting shit on.
Let me see. Acid damage. In action, you can splash contents of a vial. But how much is that? How much is 8 ounces of acid? Because it just says 1 vial is 2d6. Acid vial is what? Alchemy jug holds 8 ounces. A vial is 4 ounces. So it's like 2
Just
vials of acid.
just do multiply it, then multiply it by or roll it twice. I mean,
Yeah, so 2d6.
so 4d6.
4d6. That is 15 acid damage.
Cool. Yeah, this acid sears into his flesh, and also he's blind and he can't speak, and more pink bubbles come out of his mouth.
And then for a bonus action, I whisper mayonnaise and I pour mayonnaise on him.
Okay, now there's mayonnaise on him. You're not pouring it on him. You kind of have to toss it at him because you can't get any closer to him.
Yeah, I'm dunking it on, just drizzling.
Yeah, he shakes his head angrily, and the environment changes around you once again. You are now in the para-elemental plane of ooze. You recognize, Spoons.
Yeah.
You are standing in an infinite wasteland of thick, viscous ooze, different green and brown slimes. The sky above you is a muddled gray. And it's the Red Dragon's turn.
I whisper in his ear, "We're in the fantastic land of candy and beautiful sights. Everything looks so... It looks like your dreams come true. We're all getting our wishes, but not you."
He is going to use a tail attack to attack Spoons on his back.
Oh.
No.
He loves his tail attack, doesn't he?
He loves his tail attack, his classic tail attack. That is a 21. Does that hit?
Yeah.
All right, that's 17 damage.
I'm dead.
Yeah, Spoons dies again.
No one has any fucking heals.
He falls down off the dragon's back and falls down. He is unconscious. Next up is Aani.
Which means Wild Surge, right?
No, Eugene has the Wild Surge.
Oh, Eugene has Wild Surge. Aani, are you a healer?
I've got Cure Wounds, I think. Can I?
Cure Wounds is a touch spell, but you should be able to get around to him.
You don't have to. If you have something
Your
better.
your movement speed is halved in this ooze. However, you're all pretty close. I don't think it really matters.
Shooby-dooby. Okay. So I'm gonna touch Spoons. He's gonna get 5d8 4.
So you guys are both
31 healing. Wow.
Oh, nice.
30. Hell yeah.
Take 31 HP. So just so you know, you two are both behind the dragon now because Spoons fell off the back of the dragon. Next up is the Sea Hag Huge Ape. What do you want me to do, Aani?
See a huge ape. Throw a rock at him.
It reaches into this ooze and pulls out a giant
Booger.
ball of a giant booger and throws it at the that hits for not bad, 7d6 plus 6 bludgeoning. 17 plus 6,
Nice
that
shot,
is 20 what 20 something. What's 17 plus 6?
20 million, maybe?
Yeah.
23.
Okay, 23 damage. As this huge booger hits it in the face and opens its mouth and more pink bubbles come out. Next is Spoons.
Oh, fuck. I'm alive. Thank you, Aani. First thing I do is politely thank Aani.
Yeah, you didn't thank me when I got you in Labyrinth, buddy.
Yeah, I did. I think I did. Did I use the backup beast once or twice? Could cast a real spell. That's also an option. So
Yeah, I think you have like a 9th level spell right now.
I do, but it's not the ones I prepared are for groups. But I guess I could use it on one man. This is just gonna fuck us. Do I get to decide? This is supposed to be cast from a mile away. I'm what am I gonna do? I'm gonna meet.
Probably not very good. Is it Meteor Storm?
Yeah, it's Meteor Storm.
Yeah,
Swarm.
that will like kill everyone.
How can I do a little check to see how fucked up he's looking? Not like an actual number, but just like how fucked up.
Yeah, give me an intelligence check.
Okay, I can do that. I've been known to be able to do that. 11.
He is struggling to hold up this huge back blade. He is bleeding in several places. He looks maybe like 2/3 fucked up.
2/3.
Maybe slightly less than 2/3.
2/3. You guys think 19d6 plus 40 is enough to get through 2/3 of his health?
I think that's a lot, yeah.
You think?
I think it's also enough to get us all dead double time, but I think it'll be worth it.
No, that's a single. That's a single shot.
It's single? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, that's great.
Okay, then I'm gonna point it as big chocolate starfish and cast disintegrate. Ninth level disintegrate into his ass.
Yeah, you lift up this huge red scaly tail and blast a green ray in there. Yeah, roll damage.
That's gonna be 111 damage.
Oh my god.
Just so you know, we've seen disintegrate already this episode, but if it kills him outright, then everything, his whole being just disappears and just into a fine gray powder.
You shoot this green beam right into his right into his little anus hole,
And he can't
there.
see or speak. Oh god!
Bubbles are coming out.
And he raises his head to the sky and he roars, and these pink bubbles come out, but then and finally the pink bubbles give way and he says,
I whisper to him, "You should have listened to us, and I'm sorry. I hope you find salvation wherever you go. But we did something very cruel to you. I'm genuinely very sorry."
this huge green light shines out of his mouth and
Sky beam.
and it beams up into the sky, and he gets ripped to shreds. He explodes.
Does a book fall out of him?
No, a book does not fall out of him. No.
Where the fuck
Next
is the
up
book?
is Eugene, and
Wild Surge.
you get roll a
Yeah.
wild surge. Eugene.
Yeah, let me roll this thing out. Let me roll this D100. 39.
Power word penis.
You regain 2d10 hit points.
Oh, nice. 2d10.
Just take 7 hit points.
7 hit
6
points?
and a 1. Yeah.
That's okay. 7
And
hit.
the environment changes around you once more, and you are back in the library. All of these zombies have fallen down to the ground. They are no longer alive. It seems with Max gone, whatever magic was keeping them reanimated has dissipated. And you are standing there in the library. The High Mage says, how are you? Are you okay?
He's dead.
Oh, good. Good. Okay. Wow. Alright, Captain Armstrong has the vault open, and you turn and you see the vault, and Captain Armstrong and Brandon are standing in front of it, and Brandon says, we'll let you guys do the honors.
Okay, we gotta get out of here before another convenient faction shows up.
You guys walk into the vault.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's lots of different treasures in here. You see a pile of gold. You see these ancient paintings of old noblemen, old tapestries, and in the middle you see a large chest. Seems to call to you almost.
Oh man. This is the one, right, guys? This is it.
Yeah.
It's calling. It's calling to us, man.
Let's go open the chest.
Yeah. Eugene walks over and he's gonna crack it open.
You crack it open, and inside there are 6 thick, black, leather-bound books. You see a book with an orange infinity sign, a purple eye, a yellow triangle, a blue hourglass, an indigo heart, and a white circle. These are the 6 god books.
Eugene starts taking them out the box and stacking them up. And then he Lifts him up.
Cool.
Well, guys, we got him. We just gotta keep him safe, right? That's all we gotta do. Right?
Yeah. Saddle him up.
Sounds easy.
We just need to get them out of the school, get them out of the city, says the High Mage from outside the vault.
Yeah. If we get to the right spot, I could teleport us somewhere. We just gotta get ready, get everyone. Get it going.
Right,
Come
sounds good. Let's go back
on.
to the foyer of the academy, huh?
I'm sure you can too. Although if you didn't sleep last night, then I'm sure you have no proverbial spell slots left.
I have a few spell slots.
Yeah, but you didn't rest for a long time.
True, I did not take a long rest, you might say, but I do have a few spell slots regardless.
Ah.
But I have 1 point of exhaustion, so
Oh.
Ah.
let's get the
I see.
heck out of here.
I am level 17.
Brandon says, what are you guys talking about? Can we get out of here now?
Yeah, let's go.
Spoons, personally, I'm thinking somewhere by the beach. How are you feeling?
Yeah. Like Zihuatanejo.
I was thinking more like Miami.
You guys walk back out up the stairs, and the High Mage grabs Bruce Broccoli on the way, and he goes, "Oh, thank you, High Mage." And you climb up the stairs into the foyer of the academy. And the students are still lying there. Briannon probably says, "By the way, High Mage, did they tell you about the Big Blue Freak?" No.
No.
Oh, Brianna, you can tell him now.
He's he passed away, High Mage. Oh. Okay. I'll have to process that later. Let's just get out of here. You monkeys lead the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's
Okay.
blow this pop stand. Keeps walking.
Do we pass any corpses? Do we pass the corpse of that are we leaving the academy? Yes, right?
You're leaving the academy. Several students seem to have struggled in the fight with the zombies, but none of them are dead. The
Wait,
zookeeper and the head honcho are still there.
Do we
They're
pass
kinda
the corpse of
bleeding,
that of that elf right outside?
Yeah, he's right outside. You don't pass him
Okay.
because you haven't left the academy yet.
Oh, okay.
Stupid.
He's right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Come on.
Yeah, you walk out the front doors of the academy into the bright sunlight outside. All three of you hear a voice as your eyes adjust to the sunlight and you see a silhouette
Ah.
not far away. You hear a voice say, "Eugene, it's a terrible thing for a father outlive his child, or outlive his grandchildren, isn't it?"
Eugene drops the books because he couldn't see anything, and then he climbs over on top of them.
What?
You see across from the academy a small group, maybe a couple dozen Neverwinter soldiers and dwarves, and standing in front of them are Empress Bramblebeard riding a large warthog, and Prince Roland holding Chattanooga by the scruff of his neck in one hand, and Carmen and Percival by the scruffs of their necks in the other hand.
Oh. Oh. That's what? What do you want? What do you want, little man?
We'll make a trade. Your brother for the kids.
I don't care about my brother.
Good, because he's
Oh,
dead.
Good, you got it. Yeah, we stopped him.
An idiot, decadent king obsessed with power. I don't want power. I want to fix this rotten world.
Oh God.
Give me the god books, and I will let your family live.
We gotta do it, guys.
Bramblebeard turns to him and she says, What did you say about your brother? Don't worry about it. Now you give me the god books.
He doesn't give a shit about anyone.
I
so
do.
Anyone who's not one of his might as well just turn tail and run now.
I'm doing this for all of you.
Shut up.
Maximus was evil. You saw that. He was a corrupt king who used his people for his own ego, his own ambition. Malg was much the same. All the rulers of this world are cruel and corrupt, and so are the people. We need purification. That's all I'm doing. I'm making the world a better place.
If you're against the people and the rulers, that's everyone.
I'm not against the people. I simply think their ambition blinds them.
So
Power
So that makes
corrupts.
you the outsider. So you can't call yourself a fixer. You can have the balls to say that you do want power. Okay?
You're correct, Spoons. Perhaps I worded that poorly. I am enabling true outsiders to fix things.
God.
Give me the God books. I have 2, you have 6. Let's see them. You actually do see he has this like satchel around his neck, and there's this big sack at his waist that looks approximately the size needed to hold 2 God books.
I don't know.
I'm giving them the books, guys.
I'm not gonna stop you. Whatever.
You're not gonna stop me? Well,
No. Your grandkids.
Yeah.
Chattanooga shouts out, "No, Dad, don't!
Do they have Dracula too?
We'll be okay."
Do they
You
have
don't
Dracula too?
Actually, yeah. One of these dwarves kicks Dracula forward, and he falls flat-faced onto the ground. He says, "I'm sorry, guys. I did the best I can. They had like a big bull creature. It sucked, and I
It's
should
okay,
know
Dracula.
about sucking." Sorry, that's not the time for jokes.
I don't feel bad for making you the man of the house.
Yeah. You did a good job.
Carmen shouts out, Pappy, no, we'll fight him, we'll survive." And Percival says, yeah.
How are they holding them?
He's holding both of them he's holding all 3 of them by the scruffs of their necks in 2 separate hands. Chattanooga in one hand, the children in the other. And Chattanooga says, "Dad, thank you for everything you've done for me and the kids, but this world deserves to be saved too."
Eugene, with one hand, picks up all 6 of the books and begins to walk forward.
Guys, Chattanooga, we had, when we talked about the barbecue, we had to talk about me having a third life, right? I'm gonna give him the books, and I'm gonna start a 4th one. And in that 4th one, that includes everybody. So, I know it isn't earned, but have some faith in me. I got it. Me and the boys got it.
Dad. And Roland says, "Yes, just put them down right in front of me."
He plops down the books,
When we make a deal, we usually shake on it.
and Eugene is going to stick out his hand. And I have the Gauntlet of Rust. I'm going to see if I can use that real quick.
Roland hands these 3 monkeys to Empress Bramblebeard. He says, "Here, hold them. Don't hurt them." And she holds them and she says, "All right, Roland, I don't really know what's happening here." And he walks forward and he says, "Fine, Eugene, I'll shake your hand. I don't hate you. I want you to know that. This is all for a greater good." And he holds out his hand for a shake.
Believe me, buddy. I'm all about business.
And he grabs his hand, gives him a fern-like predator handshake. Dirty business. And I'm going to cast Rusting Grasp.
Oh God.
Okay, I'm going to say since he is, there's metal in him, I think he does take some damage. So let's just say, roll 4d6. Roll 4d6 necrotic damage.
That's a 19 necrotic damage.
You grab his hand, and as you shake it, this brown rust starts to go up his arm, and his skin, you start to see this metal shimmer underneath, and the metal starts to rust, and he grabs at his arm and howls. What?
Whoa, what happened there, buddy?
Why would you do that?
You still got the books.
I was trying to be honest with you. He is going to point his hand at you, and this arm starts to change. And although it's rusting and flaking, you see this strange sort of cannon again, this metal cannon. And he is going to roll to hit. Roll. to hit. Does a 19 hit? It does. Does a 20 hit? It does.
Yeah.
That is 74 for the first attack.
That's the perfect amount to kill me.
He blasts you with this beam of energy, and it's as big as you are. You're just a tiny capuchin, and it blasts into you, and you fall backwards unconscious. And Chattanooga struggles against this dwarf, and he says, "No, Dad!" And the two little kids start crying out, "Pappy! Pappy!" And Roland heads towards the books. Aani, Spoons, any of you do anything?
Yeah, I wanted to. Oh God! So we're also separated. So they're like, so Eugene's over by them.
You're in front of the academy with the High Mage and Brianna
and
Captain Armstrong.
Can we all run? If we can all run towards them and get near Eugene and the kids, then I can get us out of here.
I don't know.
I mean, I want to get us all together though.
But you can just run over there if you want.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
You run over to where Eugene is, and Aani, do you do the same?
Yeah.
The High Mage runs over and he says, "Eugene, oh my gosh." Roland. He starts chanting under his breath, this soft chant, a language that you don't understand, that you've never heard before, not even in this fantasy world. And as he does, these strange guttural words, as they fill the air, all 8 of these books start to float. The 2 of them come out of his satchel, the 6 on the ground. All of them are floating in a circle around him. The Book of Life with a green ankh, the Book of Reality with a red spiral, the Book of Destiny with an orange infinity sign, the Book of Dreams with a purple eye, the Book of Fortune with a yellow triangle, the Book of Time with a blue hourglass, the Book of Mind with an indigo heart, and the Book of Souls with a white circle. All of them are floating around him. And he starts to sort of glow, not literally, but his skin takes on this radiant hue. And he says, "Yes, yes, with these 8 books, I hold the power to reshape the world as I see fit. I am as powerful as Tharizdun, the most capable of all the gods once was. Life, destiny, reality, mind, dream, soul, time, fortune, I control them all. With this power, I wish to release the shackles that separate the Shadowfell from all other planes, and to free the lords of chrome and steel who have been imprisoned there so many eons. Come, sprawl, assimilate this world, rid us of the decadence of kings and the delirium of fools' ambition, purify our delusions in the fire of industry, efficiency, immortality, divinity. This is it. This is my perfect world." The sky above you cracks. Literally. There is a crack in the blue facade, through which you can see the inky blackness of the planescape, the void in which all worlds exist. The sky shatters completely, and crystalline blue shards rain down on you like glass. Huge shapes begin to emerge from the blackness above. Down on the surface with you, Roland cackles, while Empress Bramblebeard shakes him by the shoulders, shouting, "Roland, what is this?" He only answers, "The perfect world. My perfect world."
Oh my gosh.
If she's not holding the kids anymore, I'd like to corral everyone that we've got and start running back towards the academy.
Totally. She drops the kids on the ground. You can drop them.
Come on. Just
High
all
Mage
our
and
friends.
Brandon and Captain Armstrong run alongside you. As panic spreads throughout Draconia,
It's like Chicken Little.
people shouting and pointing toward the sky, many running for cover, but there's no escape. The slowly falling shapes are clear now. Skyscrapers. Tall, sleek
God.
buildings, windows filled with faces metal and gray and cold. A huge city colored in lifeless gray and the size of several universes falls upside down through the atmosphere and begins to wrap itself around the entire world like a blanket. There is no sky anymore, neither blue or black. There is only an infinite city, an unending sprawl. Rhiannon looks up as she runs alongside you, her eyes wide. She turns as she runs and shouts, "Roland, why?" And then, the tip of one of these skyscrapers just barely touches the ground, several meters away from you. And from that point, a rot erupts.
Oh,
Liquid
God.
metal and thick black cords spread outward across the ground. A group of dwarves starts to run away, but as soon as the liquid metal, shiny like mercury, touches their feet, it launches itself onto their bodies and covers them like a cloak, oozing into their mouths and nostrils as the black cords wrap around their legs and drag them to the ground. This mass continues to expand, liquid metal coating buildings and people alike, silencing their screams until it reaches the academy where you stand.
Yes.
First it touches the dwarves and Empress Bramblebeard, and then Roland. Yes, take me! He falls to his knees and grows quiet as the metal fills his mouth. Before long, he is completely covered, and you can see the metal slowly solidifying into some sort of shape. Most of the city is now sleek and shiny and gray as this liquid metal creeps along the ground ever closer to where you stand.
Yeah. So as we get there, I think as soon as the dwarves get caught, I start wrapping everyone up in a teleportation circle, and
A metal spike erupts from the ground and strikes Briannon through the chest.
Oh my
and
gosh.
I go, anywhere but here.
You try to do that, Spoons, but like before, earlier when you were trying to cast these teleportation spells, it just kind of fizzles out. Nothing happens.
What?
And the High Mage says, "Oh, that's the same reason Max Blacksword could transport you from the Academy, even though there was the planar lock there. They have the Book of Reality. Reality is theirs to control."
Oof. I guess I just sit down.
It's so over.
Briannon looks down, but there is no blood coming from her. Instead, this liquid metal wraps itself around her. First, it covers her legs and her arms and her torso, and then it moves up to her face. Once she is completely covered, the metal starts to solidify, and you see it form these plates on her, like armor or some sort of exosuit. You see black wires and fixtures and knobs and buttons, and she is completely covered in this strange alien technological armor, except for a small section of her face. You can see her eye and half of her mouth, and the color from her face drains until she is completely gray, and she makes this expression of terror, and then an expression of nothing at all, and she looks down at you, the three of you and the High Mage and Captain Armstrong, and she says, "This isn't so bad. We like this. We like being like this." You look and you see the dwarves and Roland are much the same, covered in this metal, these metal suits, and they start to lumber towards you as this liquid metal continues to creep along the ground. The High Mage says, "Guys, what do we do? What do we do? They got Briannon." Briannon starts to walk towards you, and she says, Come. It's good in here. We like it." What do you guys do?
Oh God. We can't really do anything.
Yeah, Eugene's dead. I'm dead.
Oh, she's dead. I don't know. I cast immolation on Briannon and try and set her on fire.
Okay. Yeah, I think that just happens. I'm not gonna have you roll damage. She bursts into flames and does not make any expression. Her expression does not change whatsoever. She just looks at you blankly as she stumbles backwards and falls to the ground. Just as that happens, the metal touches the High Mage's foot, and it starts to wrap itself around him. "Oh, no, don't let it take me. It gets Captain Armstrong. It starts to wrap itself around her as these black cords grab her by the arms and pull her to the ground. The two of them are both being absorbed into this metal. You look around you, buildings of Draconia are starting to change. They've been covered in this metal and they are rising, becoming like these tall skyscrapers, meeting the ones falling from above.
I cast fly on the two kids and say, get out of here, go. I'm casting as many spells as I can.
Cast it on Carmen and Percival, and they start flying into the air, but just as they fly up, it takes Chattanooga, and he starts to be covered in this metal, and he says, Dad, help.
pull Eugene against the wall of the academy, against the front door, pushing up against
Eugene,
all of us.
You cannot answer him. You are unconscious.
Oh man, this fucking blows.
Sorry.
You stand against the door of the academy, along with the flying Carmen and Percival. Percival's poking Eugene's body, going, Pappy?
Go,
Pappy,
get out of
Pappy,
here. Go,
help us.
go.
Save us.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Go, get out of here. Go.
And a voice comes from Eugene's ear. And the voice says, No, it wasn't supposed to happen like this. It wasn't supposed to happen.
Does he not have any more to say?
The tiny dying man crawls out of Eugene's ear and says, It wasn't supposed to happen like this.
What do you mean?
When did you get back in Eugene's ear?
I've been in there for a while.
Oh.
I have a confession to make.
Okay.
But first, climb on my back.
What? You mean climb on your back?
That's not gonna happen.
Yeah,
Climb on my back! And he starts to transform. This huge light emanates from his chest, and he starts to grow and morph. And what were two little fists grow into huge claws. What was once a 6-inch tall man is now 40 feet tall, towering above you, several stories tall, and as he makes this transformation, he says, The tiny dying village was correct. I was not one of them. I chose this form because I wanted to get close to the four of you, including Paul. See, you are partially immune to the Godbook's effects. Add that your unique characteristics, and I thought you were, well, the chosen ones in a way. My chosen ones. Because you are not heroes, but I needed to test you. So I took the form of a helpless creature, a creature that only wants and only annoys and gives nothing in return. And if you cared for this creature despite all the trouble it caused you, I would know that you are the ones this world needs, and you passed the test with flying colors. You are still not heroes. In fact, you're really no more mature than you were 3 years ago. Sorry, 5 months ago. And that's why I thought you could do this, and maybe you still can, but you can't here. I have to get you out of here. It is forbidden for gods to interfere in the affairs of man to this extent, but the urban sprawl has returned. All rules are out the window. And by now the transformation is complete, and you can see standing before you a huge platinum dragon with these shiny reflective scales. And from this mouth the dragon says, I am Bahamut, progenitor of dragon kind, and the source of Paul Venus's holy paladin magic, and I have been your guiding light on this adventure, pulling the strings of fate as best I can to take you where you are needed. But now I must help you in a more literal sense. Climb on my back.
This is a lot.
Okay.
But yeah, obviously, yeah,
All right.
okay. Yeah.
I climb on his back.
Do you take Eugene with you?
Yeah, pull Eugene on those back too.
This plane is ruined. Perhaps we can save it later, but not now. We must leave. We must flee into the planescape. He unfolds these huge wings and begins to flap, flying away just as this metal fills the spot where you once stood. And he flies up into the air, up until you can see these skyscrapers, and you can see filling them are more of these metal creatures from all manner of worlds. You see what were once aboleths, what were once oozes, what were once creatures with heads and limbs of a strange combination that you've never seen before. All manner of alien beings, all covered in metal, and all emotionless and gray. And as you fly through these skyscrapers, you see a small gap in the city, a small gap through which you can see the inky blackness of the planescape. And Bahamut says, That's it! That's where we'll get out! Come, we must fly! And he flies up and up through this gap, and just as he's about to make it, another metal spike launches from one of the skyscrapers and strikes him through the chest. And he howls in pain and rears his head backwards. All of you give me a dexterity saving throw. Well, not you, Eugene.
Yeah, I guess I just fail it, huh?
Yeah, you just fail it.
I also got an 8.
Oh, a natural 1.
Oh,
All of you struggle to hold on to this creature's back as it rears backwards, but all of you fail. Eugene, his unconscious body, goes spiraling off into this distance, flying away as Carmen and Percival say, "Pappy, no!" And they fly after him into the blackness until you can no longer see them. Spoons, your grip falters and you too go flying away. Unlike Eugene, you fly directly into one of these skyscrapers right through the window. Aani, you fly up away from the dragon, maybe miles, kilometers through this blackness. You lose track of time, you lose track of space, until you see what appears to be a huge comet hurtling towards you. You fly right through this comet, and as you do, you feel as though your soul has been ripped from your body, and you fall unconscious.
Jeez Louise.
it's Sozin's Comet, dude. That's the end of Jungles and Dragons, guys.
I wish Paul was
I wish
here.
Paul was ball.
I wish Paul was ball.
I wish my gynecologist was here.
If any of you could see, none of you can. Evening Star, a small, sleepy, tropical town. An old man sits in a boat playing the guitar. A few children run along the beach with a stick and hoop. A familiar barkeeper sits in a rocking chair outside the Bloated Hound, sipping a margarita. And then there is an ear-splitting crack. The sky breaks, and the perfectly clear sea of stars, which normally reflects the sky above, now reflects skyscrapers. There is screaming and crying. The barkeeper gets up to run, but before he can move, he is seized by liquid metal. He feels pure terror, and then he doesn't feel anything at all. Howl, a town buried in the middle of the frigid north. The homes are aglow with warm light. Laughing and singing can be heard from the Good Mead Inn and Tavern. It's been a long time since the people in Howl could laugh this way. Nearby, Madeline Glass has returned home to clean out her father's house. She sorts through medical diagrams and patient files before finding a note to her from Ryan Milch. She reads it and smiles, a single icy tear falling down her face, and then she notices something odd. Quiet. The noises from the tavern have stopped. No laughing, no singing, total silence. Slowly, cautiously, she crosses to the front door and takes a peek outside. Her eyes widen, her mouth opens to scream, but before it can make a sound, it is filled with liquid metal, and she is pulled to the ground by black cables. Everkeep, the capital of Everesca, the beautiful golden isle of the elves, with gilded spires that stretch far into the sky. In a cafe, the aristocrats Leokin and Torvir Autumnsong sip an elvish brew and complain to each other about their lost no one, and how much the world has been changing lately. They are interrupted by the same ear-splitting crack and then a blaring alarm as a horde of militiamen run past to battle a threat from above. The battle is over in seconds. The spires of Everkeep are now metal and cold, and the autumn songs do not complain anymore. Barovia, now in the process of rebuilding itself, Gula Sinatra leads a team of volunteers as they search rubble, looking for the lost possessions of the people who once lived in these homes. He picks up a stuffed animal and looks down at it. It's a monkey. "Spoons, Valentina, boys, I hope you're okay out there," he says to himself. When he looks back up, the sky has opened, and a city the size of the world is approaching. "Everyone, get back!" he calls as he flies into the air to face this strange foe. A metal spike pierces his chest. In the arboretum, among the tall trees, the monkeys shriek and beat their chests in panic. Mardingo, the slimy spider monkey, Gungalos, the glib grinner, they hold on to each other for comfort as the city approaches from above and the liquid metal and black cords approach from all around. The road to Waterdeep. Betsy Ross, no relation, Lumpy, Dumpy, and Judd walk alongside a caravan of halflings. They see the tall towers of Waterdeep in the distance, but then they feel a strange chill and a massive shadow falls over the land. They look up, and like all the others, they want to run. but it's too late for them. Draconia. The city is now steel. Coated in silver, the buildings start to change, resembling the skyscrapers above, and from the ground, those taken by the metal start to rise. Across the city, the High Mage, the Head Honcho, the Zookeeper, Captain Armstrong, Buddy, Job Catscrat, Yagvar, Po'boy, Wormula, Dr. Beeper, and everyone else who had been absorbed stand up and look toward the sky. They are different now. Their bodies are covered in metal. Their faces are cold. They do not emote. They do not speak. Briannon, only slightly burned by Spoons' attack, marches forward. The others follow. So it is across the entire continent of Faerun, the entire planet of Toril. Cold, silver, quiet. But elsewhere, in a dark room, Frito Misto takes a seat across from Sam Glass and Bubba Venus. It's me, Bubba. It's Frito Misto. We've been working together.
Yeah, I couldn't recognize you. Didn't have my big glasses on. Bubba puts his big Coke bottle glasses over his big black beady eyes, his alien eyes. Oh yeah, the Frito guy. Hey, how you doing?
Yes, that's very good. It's me, the Frito guy, yes. Well, I have good news and bad news for you. And Sam says, yes, go on, Frito. Yes, well, bad news is Driss Donovan, one of our own, has died. Those monkeys and the High Mage killed him. Other bad news is I did not succeed in getting the godbooks from Neverwinter. But the good news is the Urban Sprawl has them now, which means they've opened the Shadowfell, and, well, they're not the only ones imprisoned there. Isn't that right, Jack? And this room lights up a little bit, and you can see now the entire west wall is just a giant red face with a big smile on it. And the Jack Racket wall says, Yes, Frito. Yes, very good job. This was one of our finest rackets yet. Farazdoon will be here soon.
Yes. I'm looking at my big watch on my wrist and pointing it 3 times. He will be here soon.